around the game for a long time. You know, you fought around the world, England, Brazil, I think Canada at one point. I mean, this Fight Island thing, did it appeal to you at all? I mean, do you like kind of the adventure side of doing things?
I don't care where the fight's at, man. I love fighting. I love being in there. I love going to battle, showcasing what I can do. So it don't matter where it's at.
I kind of assumed that about you. So that's why I wondered if they said Abu Dhabi, if you were more like, cool, that'll be unique, or if you're like, hell no, just let me fight in Vegas.
Well, it's cool. We get to stay for an extra like 5 days or something. Maybe. Well, I don't know if we'll have to be stuck in the hotel, but that'd be cool if we weren't stuck in the hotel. Get to explore a little bit, but yeah, man, it's like, it's a business trip, man. So, it's like I tell a lot of people, like, I've been around the world and I've seen a lot of hotels and arenas. That's about it, man.
Feel that. Talk about when they brought the name Carlos Condit. Like I said, I know, it's a business trip, but I mean, Carlos Condit, obviously a respected veteran like yourself, a legend like yourself. I mean, did that get you excited more than maybe if they'd have brought some, 26-year-old kid to you or whatever?
Like my last fight? Yeah, of course, man. Me and Carlos have a history. Like, we're supposed to fight a few times already, and of course that's exciting, man. I mean, he's, like you said, he's a legend, and he's been around, and that excited me a lot, man.
Yeah. Celebrated a birthday this week, right?
I did, yeah.
Did you ever picture yourself fighting at 40? I mean, we talk about this being a young man's game, right? Did you think I'll still be fighting at the highest level of the sport at 40 years old?
I guess not. Yeah, never really crossed my mind, man. I've always been a one fight at a time guy, and I'm still that way. Every fight could be my last fight. You never know. So I just take it one day at a time and work as hard as I can, make sure that I get 1% better today. I'm doing better today than I did yesterday. And, I look at it the same way as the fights, man. Today, this could be the last fight, maybe not. Who knows? But I'm going to go in there and, again, perform the best I can, and we're going to see what happens.
Co-main event on network television. I think the idea there is clear. You two guys are all action. Is that what you're expecting too? I mean, do you look at this on paper and say there's no way this isn't going to be an exciting fight?
I think there's no way that I don't dominate him, to be honest. On paper, yeah, it looks like an exciting fight, but I just think I'm better, man. And I think my skills are coming together so well right now. I feel so good right now. My weight cut's great, in great shape, feeling sharp and dialed in. And if he's able to make that into a battle or a war, I mean, that's going to be a blessing for him. To be able to take me somewhere like that is going to be difficult for him, I think.
That's the last thing for me. They said kind of take things one fight at a time. But I mean, do you have goals for this year, like things that you want to accomplish? When you think about the latter stages of your career, do you see an end date? I mean, what's ahead for you?
It's not out of the question this would be my last fight. Again, I'll go home after and reevaluate then. I got 3 kids and businesses and all this stuff, and that's the hard part in life. The fighting's kind of the easy part, to be honest. So, and I miss my kids. That's what it really comes down to. So, all the time away from kids, and they don't deserve that.
Matt, when you say this could be the last one, do you feel this was a fight you needed to do before it was over, though? Like, right when
yeah, for sure.
One,
yeah.
It was right away. We need to get back to the snap round fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I've wanted this fight for a long time. I've looked up to Carlos. I mean, he was in the WEC before I was in the UFC, and I was watching him, and I was a fan, and I've always been a big fan of his, and I'd love to just go in there. Well, I will on Saturday, get to go in there and go to battle with them, and, going to put him out and, still be a fan after and hope the best for him.
Do you think about, like you said, this might be your last fight? Do you think about that a lot in these last few fights, or is this like specifically for this one?
Honestly, just about every fight, man. There's a point in training camp where you're like, dude, I can't keep doing this shit, man. This is crazy, like, what am I doing? And then right around this time, you start tapering. Well, I started tapering and start feeling good again. You're like, dude, I got to do this a million more times, And, of course, after the fight, you're like, dude, we definitely got to do it again. But I'm not looking at it necessarily from an emotional point of view. I'm talking about it, again, it's really about the kids, man. Like, I miss so much time with them, and, life itself, takes its toll. If I didn't have a whole life outside of fighting, I'd fight forever, be like Randy Couture, fight till I'm 50 or whatever, but unfortunately, there is this whole other life that I have to take care of.
Do your kids ever say like, Dad, when are you gonna hang it up?
No, they're only 10 years old, man. They think I'm invincible and fight forever. And yeah, they don't really, no, they love watching it.
I know you said, you've got a few businesses. What businesses are you?
I own my own gym and I have a coffee business. Yeah, the Immortal Coffee, immortalcoffee.com.
Well done.
Shameless plug.
Well done.
Theimmortalcoffee.com.
When do we get that? Just only online?
Yeah, it's only online right now. Corona, of course, canceled out any other plans for that, but it seemed to help the online business a lot, though.
You said that you think about retirement after every single fight.
Before.
Before? What makes you fight again?
I guess you just get through that, you love it. Like I said, it's before. There's a point in training camp, usually like, I don't know, 5 to 3 weeks out when you're just in that grind. It's just monotonous and you're you're putting on the gloves and they're all sweaty from the day before and you're just like, fuck, and you're tired, wore out, and, you try to, go have dinner with your family or something, and you're just like, I don't even feel like being here, So, yeah, sometimes you're just like, man, I don't want to keep doing this, I just want to live a normal life like a regular person, like grow a freaking garden or something, and just be peaceful, but, and then again, you go fight, you get that rush, and it's the most amazing feeling in the world, I think all you guys should experience it at some point.
And do you think that's what you're going to miss the most?
Of course, yeah. That's what we all miss, yeah. Yeah. And that's what you miss the most, but at the same time, the greatest thing about the sport, in my opinion, is the camaraderie you build in the gym, and that's like the most beautiful thing, going to the gym every day and seeing your boys and having fun, sweating and bleeding with them. But at the same time, again, when you get in training camp, like you don't want to see them no more. Like they're coming after you, they're trying to help you get better and put it on you, and you're just like, bro, like you're not my buddy now. I don't feel like we're friends right now,
You speak about how difficult training has become and what at this stage of your career. I mean, how much exponentially more challenging has it become over the past year?
It's always been difficult, but now I just got to be smarter about it. It's not that it's more difficult now or less difficult, but just have to be more intelligent and recognize, where the lines need to be drawn.
And there are a lot more challenges in what you can and can't do because of the COVID situation or sparring and things of that nature.
There was originally when they did my last fight, I didn't have training partners and wasn't technically allowed in my gym and anything. And then, it might take some heat for this, but, we just opened our gym. It was like, screw it. Like, we're not wearing masks. We're just opening our gym. You want to train, come train. If not, then go home. If they try to find us, we'll deal with that. And that's the way we've kind of handled it. And we haven't had any problems. We haven't had any cases. So, it's all healthy people. And I have a lot of people come in the gym and they're like, dude, this is awesome, man. It's like a breath of fresh air. Like I can walk in somewhere without a mask and just relax and enjoy myself. And that's what a gym is about. It's about a place where you can get away from the world and enjoy yourself and get in better shape and things like that. So, yeah, it's back to normal now, basically.
Now you're near the end of your career. I'm wondering, with everything you've learned so far, what advice would you give to anyone like that?
I never even thought about that, man. I don't know. Like, probably just train smarter. Like, don't try to kill everybody, Like, I've maybe smart. Like, you guys probably all read the Spencer Fisher thing that just came out, right? And, that's a real thing, man. And, I've suffered some of those same things, and I know Spencer well, we trained together back in the day. And, a lot of those issues are very possible, man. And I think that's probably the big thing I would put into my mind. Like, you got to think about those things. And I've been very fortunate. I don't know how I've done it because I've had tons and tons of gym wars and, of course, wars in the cage too. What's that? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's real. But Yeah, I would definitely think about that a lot more.
Was that Spencer Fisher article a tough read?
Yeah, because I know Spencer, you know, he's a friend, and I guess I never really talked to him about that kind of stuff, even though I knew he was kind of struggling with it, but like I didn't realize how deep it really was, you know.
Do you think fighters should talk to each other more about that? Just let each other know, like, hey man, you might have this to look forward to if you don't say.
Coaches definitely should. I mean, you know, fighters are what they are, you know. You don't want that to be in your head also, you know. Like, it was like, I almost didn't even want to read the articles. Like, I don't want to think about that stuff, right? Like, you know it's a risk that you're going to take. But coaches, man, that's their job, you know. And MMA doesn't have the best coaches, which is another thing, you know, I want to do whenever I'm finally done here, you know. And I want to be that better coach, the coach that I never had, a coach that a lot of guys probably will never have. And I think I'll be a better coach than I will fighter. I think I'll be far better. I think I could train lots of champions, and you know, just come a matter of coming across the talent.
Without, you don't have to name any names, but what's like the worst incident of someone being a shit coach that you've seen or had?
Oh man, I had one guy. He wasn't really my coach, but he was kind of helping me with the camp. I don't even remember his name, but we were sparring. The way he would set up sparring is he would have multiple guys, you know, standing around the cage, and as soon as I would start winning against one guy, he would send the next guy in, like in the middle of the round, and I'd do like 5-6 rounds like that, you know. So it was like guaranteed, like I'm getting punched a lot, you know, against fresh guys, and it was when I fought Eric Silva actually, so you know, did something right. I mean, you know, I got through the fight, and you know, maybe built some mental toughness. I don't know, but certainly is stupid.
Doesn't really simulate a fight.
No, it doesn't simulate a fight, and it doesn't, you know, just simulates you getting punched in the head.